So the
Yeah.
complete polar side of that, we have Chris, and he's got a very concise slide, but lots of information as well. Chris' story is all about inspiration. Let me move this one moment. Those who know him know he came from humble beginnings, big into gratitude. He brings poise and gratitude and patience to the transaction. With his growing business or a client's growing family, success isn't always a straight line. He keeps things calm, but never quiet. Settled, but still exciting. The truth about your home isn't always as easy to hear, but he makes sure that it's easy to understand whether you're moving up or moving on. He's the man with a plan to take it off your hands, helping you stay well informed, well connected, and well to do. Welcome, Chris.
Awesome. Thanks, Roland. Excited to be here. So a couple of really cool things I just want to share with you today is, first of all, well, apparently I was asked to join an interview at CTV News, and Saskatoon is, I think, the 4th fastest growing city in Canada right now, just because of its affordability. And I think that it's an attractive place for newcomers to, start their journey in Canada because of the price points here. The average price is, $330,000, including, single family and condos. And so in Saskatoon, with a traditional 20% down payment, you can find properties that have positive cash flow, just buying them at market value on the market. They're not super common, and I'm talking university rentals. Whereas if you're looking at if you're open to inner city rentals, which I have clients that are, you can get in as low at price points around, 120 up to 200,000 as an entry level price point with really good cash flowing numbers. So if you switch to the next slide, I'm going to show you a property that I sold to a client that I was potentially interested in investing in myself, actually. And I wanted to share this one because it's an absolute home run grand slam. And this is a property that is a small city that is maybe a 10-minute drive from Saskatoon. So this is the city of Warman that this property was purchased in. And on the next slide, I'll show you the numbers for it. So this property was purchased for $120,000, and it needed some work, and it was a 3-bedroom up, and the basement was kind of unfinished, but it was roughed in already for a kitchen in the basement, which was super convenient. So this particular property, with $120,000 purchase price and a $60,000 renovation, they turned it into a 3-bedroom up and a 2-bedroom down suite. So they added the suite in it. They did some lipstick on the main floor and some exterior work because it was in pretty rough shape. Now, this property had been sitting on the market. This was something that, a lot of people had actually missed as an opportunity. So we looked at it as a BRRRR deal, which everybody loves the BRRRR deals, but everyone's wondering, where are they? So we turned this into an actual BRRRR. And so what we did was, we looked at traditional financing because it was a habitable home. It wasn't completely beyond repair. So we put a traditional mortgage on it. Mortgage rates at that time was around 1.79. So the financing cost over a 6-month period was relatively low for interest, around $1,700. I also included utilities, tax, and insurance during that reno. So total cost invested $184,000 over that 6-month period while they were renovating it vacant. And then after it was complete, the appraisal value for this property will be easily $230,000. This is a conservative estimate. So what's great about this deal is that I look at it as totally conservative estimates. If you really wanted to squeeze this property, there's still more there. So the comparables for this are easily showing 250 to 260, but to ensure they can pull all of their money out, an easy estimate of 230,000 makes this really attractive. Then when they have this as a rental property, once it's complete, we're looking at total gross rent of $1,350 for the upstairs, $950 for the basement suite. And then the mortgage payment based on 184,000 on the mortgage, which is all of their investment, that's completely financed. So they have zero money in this deal after it's complete. And what we're looking at is a 15-year mortgage. So we're also not stretching this mortgage way out. Like, this is a huge slam dunk. And then including taxes, insurance, and what's beautiful is I've also accounted for vacancy and repairs and maintenance, which unfortunately often gets missed. So with zero money into this deal, we're still looking at a positive cash flow of $259, not to mention the fact that both of those rents are actually conservative rents. You probably could squeeze another couple few $100s on rent out of this deal. So as you can see with this property, these are not super, super rare. In some of the commuter towns to Saskatoon, these are deals that are reasonably, I don't want to say easy to find, but these guys didn't even complete this deal. And I found another property very similar to this in a commuter town to Saskatoon as well. So one thing when I was asking for the numbers from my clients on this property is they did mention that they're looking for partners as well as they scale up their portfolio. So I'm happy to partner, happy to talk to anybody that's open to Saskatoon, whether it's multifamily or single family. Happy to have those conversations. And I wanted to keep it really sort of simple for today as far as cash flow real estate. There's a lot of properties I could have chose to look at, but this one was an absolute grand slam, and just wanted to sort of throw that out there and let you know that these properties are attainable and you can actually find them in our market. And it's not like a middle of nowhere market. It's actually like population in Saskatoon is 230,000 people, and we've got a university here. So it's a great place to find a cash flow property. And if, like I said, you're open to inner city, the numbers are really good over there as well. It's just obviously the headaches that go with the inner city. So that's what I have for you today. Thanks for having me on board, and look forward to hearing from the rest of you. Unless you have questions, feel free to follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook or LinkedIn. Happy to connect, happy to chat.
Thank you, Chris. One question that jumped in there, you have a few minutes. There's a viewer that was wondering, are there management companies that can manage this type of property turnkey for a non-local investor?
Yes. So as far as turnkey goes, that's why I sort of mentioned cash flow properties. If you wanted to just buy something turnkey, like you didn't want, like these particular purchasers are contractors. So they're okay taking a rehab property and turning it into a completely zero money in the deal investment. But if you just wanted something turnkey, there are opportunities like that in Saskatoon. And I know Roland and I had talked about that a couple times. And there are property management companies that will cover this type of stuff. In fact, I've got connections for somebody that I could confidently refer you to as well. So
wonderful.
Yeah, no problem.
People should follow up. Thank you, Chris. That's wonderful. Thanks again.
Thank you.